You're such a great example of how one's atmosphere and environment does not need to define them. You had things pretty tough growing up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Deborah. You know, I grew up in Watts, so, single parent household, 8 siblings, and everyone told me what I couldn't do. I didn't see a lot of examples of what I could do, but I always knew I wanted to be great.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the best.
You know, we always say, we're in the building here for Big Brothers Big Sisters, we always say that if there's one adult in a child's life that has a positive influence that
Sure.
can make all the difference in the world, your mom struggled, but she worked hard and had a great work ethic.
My best friend, she was the one who told me, listen, she told me the truth. And she was my biggest cheerleader. And so to be able to win 2 WNBA championships in front of my mom before she passed from breast cancer was amazing, because then she got a chance to see her daughter be successful.
Yeah, we are in such a battle between academics and sports.
Sure.
And sometimes, what will bring a child to school, what will make a child feel like they can be successful is sports. So sports is not the enemy here.
No, sports is definitely not the enemy. Sports actually motivates you to do better in school. It also gives you some confidence, give you the confidence to finish that algebra test, to finish that test strong, as opposed to just starting strong. So really, sports instill a level of confidence and passion and drive in young athletes.
Yeah. When did you decide that you were really kind of good at basketball?
Well, as amazing as it is, I ran track first. Mm-hmm. So I was a track athlete. I ran the 400 meters. I started playing basketball at age 15. So I was a little late playing basketball, but the love for the sport is what really drove me. Yeah. And I wanted to learn everything there was about it. It probably wasn't until we won our state championship, our high school championship, that I said, hey, you know what? I might be okay.
Yeah, and of course, okay meant you got a scholarship.
Got a scholarship to further my education through sports, and then I was able to go overseas and go pro.
Yeah, because she got game.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I speak fluent Italian because I played basketball in Italy, and then came back, and at age 35, they said, hold on, you can play professional here in America for the Houston Comets.
And that was a big deal. I remember that's right when I moved here to Houston, and we said, yes, play professional for a girl. We know a grown woman, but it's like all of a sudden girls' kind of heads went up and went, wait, WNBA?
Yeah, I was a 35-year-old rookie, and you know what's great about it? Now you see the kids, they're now starting to dream of playing in the WNBA, so they're starting sooner. You're seeing more talent in the WNBA, and you're seeing players now play above the rim, dunk the basketball.
And I'll clarify, while we don't have the Comets here anymore, the WNBA is still alive.
Yes, the WNBA is 20+ years old, and you're still seeing some of the greatest talent on the planet playing the WNBA.
You are the first most valuable player in the WNBA.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being the first. Yeah, I will tell you right now, we were the first champion. We were the first 4-time champion, and I was the first MVP of the WNBA. Yeah. That feels great, just to let that roll off my tongue.
Yeah, but when the Comets left here, there was a concern that it would collapse, the WNBA. Yeah. There was a lot of work put in to say, no, we need to be here for our girls. We need to be role models for them, and we need to value them, because kind of what you see in sports kind of mirrors kind of what we see with women in the workplace compared to men with salaries and the whole bit. What's it going to take for us to get there?
Well, time. This is going to take time, effort. You got to continue to market, and you got to continue to bring a great product to the floor. That's ultimately what fans want. Fans want to be entertained. If you're entertaining them, they're going to come back over and over again. So I think the key is marketing. Yeah. And then continue to bring great talent to your
and get
league.
rid of stereotypes. I'll tell you, I have a couple of friends who are NBA players, and they both said, look, you want to see a really hardcore game, you go see the women play.
Well, I beat up on a couple NBA players as well. I mean, challenge one-on-one. I try to tell them there's no help defense in one-on-one. I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, you moved on to coaching, because now kind of you get on the other side of the game, and you encourage other women to play and play their best. And now what you're doing is you are passing it on to the next generation and giving these girls a skill. And I say a skill, whether they play pro or not ever, what you learn in a team sport, it sometimes becomes a second family when kids don't have good families at home. There's another family that can wrap their arms around them. Yeah. So many great things that come out of sports.
You're absolutely right. I'm about skill. I'm not just about teaching you how to shoot, but I want to teach you how to handle the ball, how to get to the basket, how to clear a lane so that you can penetrate to that basket, how you can come off a screen so that you can shoot your open jump shot. Not just teaching them the art of shooting or how to make a layup, but really teaching them how to be the best scorer player when you step on that court. That's what college coaches want. That's what WNBA coaches want. They want skilled players.
Some of your quotes, you say, I train, we win.
That's right. Because so many people say there's no I in team. Yeah, but the work you do individually directly affects your team.
Right.
So you go train, you go be your best, and then you bring those skills to your team.
Okay, this is your first Hall of Fame skill camp. So
Yes.
what are you looking for? Who should be interested in taking part in this, and what do you want them to leave with?
Well, I'm looking for 10 to 17, 10 to 16 age girls to come out and be taught the skill of basketball. We also are going to give them homework. You know, you're in an algebra class, you're learning something new, they give you homework. So we're not just going to let them leave empty-handed. We're going to give them some homework skills that they can work on to continue to develop their game.
One of your other quotes is, if there's one thing my life illustrates, it's this: put an obstacle in front of me and I'll overcome it.
Nothing stops me. Nothing gets in my way. Nothing gets me off my path of being great, being a champion. I want to be a champion. By the way, there is an I in winner. There is an I in champion.
Yeah.
You want to be great, put in the work.
All right, Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So, yeah, they inducted, can you believe it? So, yeah, you were dunking, and then you were singing the national anthem, and they go and put Cynthia Cooper, the kid from Watts that couldn't play professional ball here because there was no WNBA, but then they put me in the Hall of Fame, and for me, that was just an extreme honor. Like, it was...
Well, it was impossible at one point, because girls growing up didn't see that.
Well, and you dream of big things. You dream of championships. You dream of winning, hitting the winning shot, but who dreams of being a Hall of Famer? Right? Especially as a woman, as a female. So when that call came, the only sad part about it was that my mom wasn't around to really see me be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame. So it was just a special moment.
Yeah, but she saw the champion in you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she nurtured the champion in me, and she told me what I could do instead of me having to listen to people tell me what I couldn't do.
Cynthia Cooper, great to see you again. You're one of my most fond memories of when I first moved here to Houston, and that team brought so much energy to our city, and you were a big part of that energy in our city. So thank you very much, and most of all, thank you for passing it on to the next generation.
My pleasure. That's what I'm here for.
And Cynthia Cooper is hosting her Hall of Fame basketball skill camp at 2 locations on August 4th through the 5th at Crossover Athletics, and August 6th through the 7th at the gym in Humble, Texas, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information on how to register your girl online, we have a link on greatdayhouston.com.